can't wait to shop.
I see a lot
Yes,
of
ma'am. Okay. How are you, friend?
I'm doing great.
Good. This is my pre-K teacher, Miss Jasmine.
Hey, Miss Jasmine.
How are you? All of my girl. I love it. All right, all aboard the education station. Hey, everybody. Clearing off my screen because I look a little bright today, but I'm here for your afternoon time. I know you either on your lunch break. Oh, I got a glare. It's fine. Y'all can still see me, right? Um, so I am your educator today. I am talking about a Hot Topic Tuesday. And so we're talking about pop-up events today. So I'm giving you some hot tips on how to set up your next event for those that are in the entrepreneur world, or for y'all that want to set up a pop-up event and you want some good tips and you want to make sure your next event that you set up is awesome. So if you liking our channel, like, share, subscribe, let everybody know, tell them to tune on in, baby, because the education station is here for Hot Topic Tuesday. All right, let me get my glare together, y'all, because this glare is driving me. All right, I think I got it. There it is. All right. If not, we're going to keep it moving. So I got some good tips today because I went this weekend, I went to the mall, and then we had the all African-American Black-owned businesses was in the mall showcasing their products. So it was so exciting. Let me go to my comments to make sure I welcome everybody in and say, hey, make sure you tell me hey back, hey. So our first thing, because I'm not going to be on here long, is setting up, and I got my notes, so I'm looking down, okay? So when you get into setting up vendor events, in my first pop-up event that I did with the education station, oh my God, I took everything with me. Everything. Hey, show me love. Everything with me. I was like, oh, we're going to sell this, and we're going to sell that, and we're going to sell this. So I would tell you it's exciting. It's very fun when you're doing these pop-up events. You get to meet new people. People get to know who you are. And you get to showcase your products, right? It's also a good time to network, seeing potential clients, getting new clients, also getting exposed to new vendor events that's inside your city. So a few tips I'm going to start out with, again, is understanding the event. So you have to understand what event is for you and what some is not for you. So of course, I can talk about myself with the education station. I couldn't attend a lot of the events because a lot of things wasn't geared for education. So you really got to look at the details. Just because, somebody say, hey, they got a pop-up event finna get ready to start, you really have to research what type of product would you take. So, for instance, if I know it's a movie premiere, but it's a movie premiere talking about, something that doesn't pertain to the education station, I wouldn't do that pop-up event. I would try to look for more things that's tailored towards children, childcare, something in that nature. I wouldn't go outside of my target audience. So you want to tailor your setup as well. Even if you at that vendor event, you want to make sure you know the audience that you're going to be providing for that event. So you want to make sure you bring in the right merchandise. So next is the space. You want to see how big the space is going to be. If it's going to be needing a 10 by 10 or 4 by whatever, you got to make sure. So when I did the vendor event for Nashville, I did an event in Nashville, the NACY. Oh, this right here. That was an eye opener because I was so used to like the smaller size. I would only have to bring probably 2 tables or this and that, Oh no, that space on paper, it looked this small to me. And me and my daughter, we were sitting there. I let my daughter pick out the spot of where we're going to go. And I knew that was the event tailored towards educators. So I knew they was either going to bring their directors, their teachers. Some parents did show up to the NACY event. So I already knew who my target audience was. So I sat down, I got a notebook, which I normally always have on me. and I sat down and I wrote down each product that I know is a hot item in my store right now, what everybody is liking. So I brought a few planners, I brought the pens, a few poster boards, of course, my educational curriculum. I brought a couple of those kits, displayed it very well. So I knew what I was walking into, but the space was huge. I was looking, me and Mother Cheryl, she came along to help me, and I was like, I didn't suspect this space to be this huge, but we needed to expand a little bit more. But when I got there, I seen how big the space was. So you always want to ask them when you're doing a pop-up event, or if you're doing any event, even at the mall, how big is the space? What is my dimensions? So that way you know what size table you need, what type of backdrop you need. If you need a backdrop, some events don't allow you to bring a backdrop, and we're going to talk about that as well. So you really have to, when you're doing these pop-up events, you got to kind of get you a sheet of paper and write it for event details. So that way you know what all you need to look for when you're doing these pop-up events. Then you need to make sure, like for instance, when I say the backdrop, make sure it's in the rules, and make sure they rules of the pop-up event allows you to bring your own table, to bring your own chair. With NACCE, when I did NACCE, you had to bring your own rug. So any pop-up event I done did, and I done did a lot of pop-up events. And I wish I had King's Elderberry, because she the queen of pop-up events as well. She'll pop up at an event. I'd be like, dang, she was just over there. She over here now. But when I did this one, I had to bring my own rug. They don't like you to have chairs, but you can have chairs because you standing up most of the time when you at these events anyway. But in their rules, you had to read the rules and regulations, and they had you to sign off that you understand the rules and regulations. Like if you didn't bring a carpet, they would supply one for you, but it was $250 per day of the event. And this event was 3 days. So per day of the event, you would be charged $250. And that's fine. But you had to make sure you understood their rules. If they provide Wi-Fi, if they don't provide Wi-Fi, if they provide a lead magnet. And this is going to be like a part 2 to this whole thing, because I could talk about pop-up events all day long. And speaking of that, because we are opening up our brand new store, we will be allowing a lot of entrepreneurs to come in and do pop-ups. And we will have the same thing. You will sign off a lease. You will sign not a lease, but an agreement, a contract stating that, hey, I understand that I need to leave. Make sure that no trash is left behind. If I'm playing music, it don't need to be having no cuss words. It need to be clean music. This, and this. What is all entails. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because a lot of people inbox me and be like, well, what about this pop-up event? No, that ain't geared towards you. That's not tailored towards you. So you want to make sure that you want a pop-up event that's tailored towards you. All right. The next thing I have is planning out your booth layout. Oh, my goodness. So before I do a setup, we done already got our product. You done made a list of what product you're going to sell, because you know what target audience is going to be there. So I know typically with my audience that if I do something like far as if I would have participated at the mall this year, this is my first year sitting out. I know my planners is a big hit. Everybody loves the planners, the pens, but not so much as the flashcards, and they love the coloring books and everything else. So I knew I would pack those things in and make sure I have enough inventory for those. You don't have to bring the whole store. Let me say that again. You don't have to bring the whole store, because you want to make sure you have something on your desk, on your table, that tells them more about how they can reach you. And we're going to talk about it. How they can start, they bought that one product, but how are you going to start following up with that customer and making sure that they stay in contact with you and you stay in contact with them. So when you're doing your layout of that of your pop-up event, you want to make sure that one, you can be seen. Like sometimes, y'all know me, I have my conductor hat on, I have my jeans, I have my whole get up on. And it's because sometimes in certain spots, a lot of people don't see us. So, and the only reason why I'm bringing up the NACCE one was because it was a big event. It was the biggest booth rent that I have ever done. The biggest one. So when I got there the first day, I looked at my booth. I looked at the booth. I looked at everything that we had to put up, how we're gonna set up, the backdrop. To come to find out, I didn't have a backdrop. I had to go buy a backdrop. So it's like certain things that we realized that okay, at the next event, at the next we're gonna make sure we have this, this, and this. So I wanted to make sure it was an easy traffic, so they'll be able to see me. I can see them. So I got a what is it called? A retractable banner, and I put the retractable banner on one side, so that way if I can catch the traffic on that side and on the other side. So it's all about how you set your booth up. And yeah, it can be nice and pretty. The whole little layout can be pretty, but how are they going to find you? So and a lot of times we don't have extra help to sit in our booth so that we can go out and go grab the traffic to come to us. So you got to make sure you have something eye-catchy. I also put at my booth a game. So I had a little slot machine game that they can win prizes. And it made noise. It had a little light on and everything else. So that kind of geared a lot of people to come over there because people like what? They like prizes. They like winning stuff. They like something for free. So offer some if you're in that position to offer something for free. Or like I seen this weekend, a lot of people had like candy out. They was giving away candy to bring some customers in. They was offering like free photos, like some photos that they was doing. So we seen some people actually trying to come to the table and shop. But once they get to the table, it's like we freeze, like, oh, we just letting them look at the product. No, you need to actually engage with them. And we're gonna talk about it. So the next part of the booth layout is which we talked about, is the heights and displays products so they are visible from afar. So and I should have brought it with me. It's in the back. You have to stand your products up. I see a lot of people when they doing pop-up events, they have everything flat. Okay, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get you some. You can get some of them little racks. Oh, I just need to go get it, y'all. Yeah, I wish I had my helper here today. But you can go to the Dollar Tree. They look like they for the picture frames, but you can sit your books up to where you can showcase your product a little bit better instead of laying it flat out on the floor. No, I'm going to get it because y'all got to see this. I'm going to get it. I can't. Uh-oh, I'm going to fail. I can't. So, y'all gotta excuse me. This ain't your ordinary podcast. Here it is. So I had bought these, and it's to stand up on my table, so that way my stuff can display. You can also get these to stand your books up. And this was at Walmart. It came in a little set, but this was at Walmart. And you can stack your books up on top of that so that way they can display better. Again, this is all about making sure that people can see your product. If I'm walking past your booth, I'm not paying attention if it's sitting on the floor. You need to have it where it's sitting up. I wish I could find my other little thing, but it'll come to me. We're gonna do parts to this. Hey, Miss Terry. But you want to have stuff that can sit up. I liked it. I got this from Amazon because it can reflect. When it's in the sun, it has a reflection on it. It's cool little colors. But just imagine your product sitting on this instead of sitting flat. So now you have some way some people can shop with you. They not just bypassed it. The same way with the book. So if you ever seen and I try to share some pictures and stuff of how we have everything set up at most vendors. Like I told you, when I did my first one, I brought the whole store with me. I was so excited. Like me and my daughter, we was tired. We was tired because we were toting a whole lot of stuff. So where you learn from each vendor pop-up event, you learn from each one. Excuse me. You learn from each one what to bring, what not to bring, how much money to bring. If you want to do Cash App, if you want to do PayPal, how they able to reach you. Yes. And then, sorry, y'all. So you want to make sure that height, everything that's sitting on your table looks good. Push some stuff up. Same as well as when you have your display, get you some, if you can't afford to get you a black cloth, you can go to Joann's Fabric. You can go to Michael's and have them cut you out some fabric cut you out some. I did this my first time. I'm telling you what I did my first time before I reached out to I can't think of her business name right now. Ooh, and it's killing me. It's gonna come to me. But I reached out to her to get me a tablecloth for my table. At the moment, I couldn't afford what the nice looking tablecloths, but I got what I needed. So I went to Joann's. I just got me a black, had them cut out me some black fabric, and I put it on my tables. Didn't nobody know. They thought that was a tablecloth. Didn't nobody know that was just some fabric I had cut out, and I had it sitting on my table. It was the same measurement of my table. But and a little bit longer because I had a little bit to stretch to go to the backside. So some things you do have to improvise on just for the time being. So, Miss Tracy, if you need those for your pop-up shop, that was Amazon and Walmart. So the next is considering the elements of, what is some samples of how you want to engage with your visitors. So as you see me sitting right here, I'm not a sitter. When I'm at pop-up shops, I like to go amongst the people. I like to go and talk to everybody. I'm loud. I like to go. I'll be like, hey, all aboard. Or I'm playing some background music. So get them to come in, So that way, hey, you ain't going to miss this table. And I can start. I like to conversate. So I know I can start a conversation with anybody that walks by. I could be like, hey, how you doing? I always remember to greet them. If somebody walked, which I had this happen on Saturday, I walked by a couple of people's tables, their head was down, they looking in their phones, they not paying attention. You just missed some opportunities coming by. At that time, that's a job. When you at the pop-up shops, that's a job. Your mission is to what? To sell out your table. To sell out your table. I don't care. Desiree, she was the prime example. She said, baby, my goal today was to sell out this table. She said, what you need? What you need? What you need? We was talking, me and her was talking, and she was like, hold on. Boom. Everybody that came to her table bought something. Why? Because she engaged with them. She was talking to them. She was telling them about her new product. She was like, you better get it now because I'm not making no more right now. This is it for right now. Whatever sells today, sells today. That's it. And they was buying. She had testers on her table to where you can smell it. Even the sea moss guy. I went to him and I had been wanting some sea moss for the longest. So he had some juice. And I was like, oh my God, I never seen the sea moss juice. I never tasted it. They had sample cups. They was lining me up with sample cups. And I was like, oh, I want this one. I want that one. So you got to make sure you got some people that are testers. They like to test the product. If you're going to be so closed off, that's not you. You're not a pop-up shop. You need to just stay selling online. When you do a vendor event, you got to be open to people coming. That's when they coming into your personal space. I'm going to be honest with you. Because some people like to get up close. They like to touch, feel, everything else. So you got to have stuff open and available for them. Now, some people be like, you don't take all that. Yeah, well, if you want to say, when I had my planners, speaking of it, you got one on right here. So, if I had this closed off, you can't tell what's in. Right now, you just see it's a cute cover. It's a monthly budget planner, but you don't know what's inside of it. So if I have this sealed off, you can always have just a demo type, just something so they can touch it. Now, if I show you what's in the inside of it, you like, oh, okay, I need that for my life. Oh, I need to learn how to budget weekly. Oh, monthly. I need to track my expenses. Now that I'm showing you what the inside is, yeah, you see the back. But now it make you more excited to buy because you actually physically get to hold it, touch it, and look at it. Versus it's being closed up in plastic. Oh yeah, we selling this one for $15.99. Okay, can I see what's in the inside of it? No, you can't see what's in the inside. Well, I really want to know if this for me. What if this not for me? I don't know. Or at least have a product description on the front part of it. Let them know. If you don't want them to take it out the plastic, well, have a product description to let them know what they're getting. Or have it on your website. Say, hey, just click this, scan the QR code, and it'll pop up on my website. So you got to get crafty. Get a QR code where it can pop up. If they scan that QR code, it's going to pop up either with a video of you talking about the product or whoever you bought the product from. It'll basically show them what's in there if you don't want them to ruin your copy. Okay, but that was not even part of this segment. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, but it wasn't. Hopefully you got what I'm talking about. So the next one is branding and signage. Ooh, okay. So once again, Starting when I started vending, I didn't have anything talking about the education station. I was nervous as a tick. So I started looking at how other vendors were setting their stuff up, what was they using to set their products up. But most important, I started seeing a lot of people using like backdrops. Even now, when I did my last vending event in November, I haven't done a vending event since November. Oh wow. But even being there, I noticed the fabric backdrops. I was like, oh, I'm liking this fabric backdrop. So that means I don't have to keep rebuying a backdrop. So now I'm like, oh, I want a fabric backdrop. I don't want that vinyl stuff, that wrinkle crinkle stuff. I don't want that no more. I want this fabric one I can fold up and shake it out, the wrinkles out, and put it on the backdrop. There you go. Boom. So I was like, yep, I'm investing in that. Then I seen how the tables, now they got the tablecloths where you can snatch it. It's snatched. I need that in my whole life just to snatch my stomach, baby. It's snatched. I seen the girl just snatch her table. Hey, Shamika. And I was like, oh, wow. She had the logo in the middle part. She not only did she have her logo, she had a QR code. She had where you can find her on Facebook, Instagram, all her social media handles was all on her tablecloth. So that eliminates you having to pass, having to do business cards. So if somebody was coming to Miss Terry's her pop-up at her table at the pop-up and she didn't have any business cards, which is a no-no. I'm gonna talk about it, but it's a no-no. We should always have, now you got digital business cards where you can digitally have somebody scan it and they can get your immediate access. And if not, hey, pull out your phone, go to Instagram, go to Facebook. Here's many ways that you can follow me. It shouldn't be when you're doing a pop-up shop that you say, I don't have no business cards. Yeah, no. They ain't gonna know that I don't have no business cards. Because guess what I'm gonna say? Well, follow me on Instagram. Let me follow you on Instagram. Hey, pull out your phone. You got your phone with you? Okay, let's go to Instagram. The THEEDU station. Okay. Now you go to Facebook. See, my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok is connected. All my social medias is connected. That's something that you need to hire a social media team to help you get all your platforms connected, okay? So when you're at these pop-up shops, they easily can scan a QR code and get all your information, everything. So that way you can stop saying, I can't afford. Right now, FedEx, I just got some business cards, the new business cards for the education station at FedEx, $500 for $20. Go on FedEx.com, create your account, and get you some business cards made. It's no excuse. But with the signage, you want to make sure that your banner is not wrinkled, it's not crinkled, it's not old. You want to make sure your banner can read and make it to where they can understand. If you want to use this cursive and all this other cute little fancy stuff, make sure that your people understand what it's saying on there. If you got too many graphics and all this other stuff tied in and they can't really capture what's going on, you really need to look at it from a consumer. Look at it ask somebody else that doesn't know your business. Ask them how everything is. I always ask people, hey, go look at our website. I want to make sure that our website or my brand is making sure that it looks good and that it's easable to read. Because some of y'all banners, I'd be like, what does that say? Where did I buy this product from? Who is that? I want to make sure that I follow up. Yeah, this little street done got business since I done moved over here, baby. Every day I'm seeing something. So the next one is, and I talked about the tablecloth. These are all my notes. So I'm just reading off my phone on my notes. Okay, y'all. So signage, we already talked about the signage, that the signage need to be clear. If you got prices. Oh, this was a killer for me on Saturday, y'all. How much is the earrings? Oh, the price on the back. No, how much is the earrings? Like, tell us, like, if I'm trying to sell you again, somebody right now say, how much is this planner, this budget planner? It should have either I got the price on the back or I should be able to tell you off the top. I shouldn't say, oh, that's $12.99. Okay, that's $12.99. Yeah. Okay, I want that. Oh, look at the back. It's no price on the back. You got to make sure all your product is priced. And if you don't have a price, have a sheet. Have a little cheat sheet. Again, the education station sell these small little books for you. Get you something that entitled pop-up shop. Get you a book that say pop-up shop. On one page, you say pop-up shop prices. So that way you understand, hey, these are my prices for the pop-up shop. Now, your prices might be different from your website. It might be different if you have a brick and mortars, like, so you might don't have the same prices, but you need to make sure that the customer know when they coming to you, hey, today's price for these earrings is $10. Because if I ask you and you give me, I feel like you just making up a price of what you trying to cover for the rest of the week. We got to make sure that, hey, at these vendors, especially you want to go big time, I'm telling you, Nacy taught me a lot when I did this whole conference. I was like, I looked at my friend, I said, Mother Cheryl, I said, ooh, I got to make sure, because some of my stuff had just came in from inventory. So I didn't have a time to price it, label it, everything else. So you got to make sure, if you know you're going to do a pop-up shop, say next week, okay, to this week should be your week that you making sure all your inventory is in, everything is priced and tagged. Yeah, so even if you don't, Miss Terry, I always look, you can go look, $1.25 store got these little small binders, baby. Go in there and you know what's your key product. What is going to be your key product you want to sell, that you want to make sure that it goes. Like I said, my whole vision when I do a pop-up shop, I'm like, okay, I'm not putting this out yet. I always put one of everything out. I try to put one of everything out. And I probably have like, see, this is one of our biggest at a pop-up shop. This book right here, I put some of these out, they gone. They don't last that long. I don't even know how we still got this one. Well, it ain't inventoried in, so that lets me know the sticker ain't on there, so it ain't inventoried in. But I always put one out. I put one out. By the time that customer take that one, I'm sliding another one out. She like, oh, well, let me get another one for my friend. How many more of these you got? 4? And then they gone. You don't have to put the whole set out. Just put out what you have. Just put out one. And you inventory. You say you came with 4 of them monthly. You looking at your inventory. So as you look at your inventory, you like, okay, so the monthly bounty pouch, I bought 4 of those. I bought 5 of these, 6 of these, 7 of these, whatever. And as you selling them, you marking them off. That's how it's keeping you in track of what all you done sold at this event. So when you go back home, I'm going too fast. Hold on, let me make sure I'm on my notes. Wait a minute. Yep. Okay. So next is product selection, and yep. So bringing your product selection, which was we talking about, and making sure it's geared towards that event. So Miss Sarah is doing Oakley. So Oakley sells healthcare products. They also sell the skincare products now. So whatever event that she has, she got to make sure whatever's going to be her top product, she need to make sure that's the top focus right there in the middle. You want to make sure that baby shine to the point to where you get you a ring light. You put the product right there in the middle. It's a ring light, or however you gonna do it. Make it shine. Make it be to where people like, oh, I really want to know what else is in that. What is that? What is this about? So next, okay. So next is invest in quality display materials to make your product stand out. Consider lighting to enhance product visibility. So you want to make sure that whatever you using, like I said, if you using something like this, or you using something like this, or I'm not getting up no more. I'll show you. It's something else I got back there as well. Oh, well, hold on. I can show you this thing. If you want to use something similar to this, so you want to use something like this to display your stuff in, that's fine. But you got to make sure it's stuff that, one, that's going to catch that audience eye. Nothing that's going to be like, okay, bypass. No. So these are nice and all for like little gadgets that you know it's not as it's expensive. So I put like my what I use this for is mostly when I do a vendor event, and I'm putting the poppets. I sell a lot of the poppets. Them kids, they gear towards them poppets. I put them all in there. They gone. So we got about 3 more, y'all, and then I'm be done. Promotional materials. So you want to, like I said, your business cards, your flyers. You want to have some flyers talking about your business. You also want to have some business cards. If you don't want to invest into the paper business card, you can always do the digital ones. Now that's a new thing that when I was at the Oakley event in January, a lot of people was like, just scan this, boom, and their information was popping up on my phone. Love it. You can have that to where it's streaming from your phone to a website, and it's connecting to your Shopify or whatever that you use, your Square. Making sure you capturing your leads, okay, your lead magnets. Sorry, my phone cut out. So you want to make sure also with payments. This is another one. I don't have enough cash right now. My whole goal is if I do a pop-up, I break down $100 bills. Like I go to the bank and I ask them, or I do $200. $200 is good enough to have at a pop-up shop, especially if it's a big pop-up shop. Now, if it's something small, you don't have to have that much money, but you want to break it down to where you have enough dollar bills, fives, tens, some quarters, some pennies. So you want to break it down to where you're not, I can't take because you do cash out. I don't mind at a pop-up event every now and then doing cash out, but I try not to gear so quickly towards cash out. Just because, or I ring them up on my Shopify account. So if you have a Shopify, you need to ring them up underneath your Shopify. If you have a Square, you need to ring them up underneath your Square account. So that way your inventory, it automatically takes that out your inventory. What you mean, Sean? Okay, so I have a Shopify account. So when I stood up at a event inside Shopify, Shamika came, bought something from my table. Again, I know this little product done got wore out today. She bought this monthly budget planner. Okay, I check her out on my Shopify app, not saying, okay, it's $15.99. Okay, you paying with Cash App? Okay, good. She done paid me with Cash App, I'm gone. No, this is inside my inventory on Shopify. So I pull out my iPad. I even got my Shopify on my phone. So you can have Shopify on your phone, and I'm not, Shopify ain't paying for this video. I'm just saying it's quick and easy. So I go to my Shopify app, and as I ring her up, my POS app, as I ring her up, it'll track my inventory. So then I can go to my inventory. Hold on, y'all. I go to my inventory. It'll show that she just purchased this item from me. So now it'll show me how many items I have left in my inventory. Instead of me having to come back, redo my inventory, because I did that. I'm telling you, that was my mistakes that I did when I did my pop-up events. I was going home, going to the store, back to the store and showing, okay, I got to go back and redo my inventory. No, all you have to do now, when they buy from you from the video event, if you have Square, if you have Shopify, even if they do pay you through Cash App, you still ring them up and you can put in, I know on my Shopify platform, it lets me say Cash App, like change it out as cash. She paid this amount. That was it. So that's something that I will invest in, getting you some type of POS system that you are able to use when you're doing these pop-up shops. So that way it's tracking your inventory and move item out of your inventory. It's so easy. All right. So, all right, y'all, I got one more. Oh, also receipts. So some customers like to do the text message or the email. So what I would advise, if they like the text message, that's good, because now on your shop, if you got any way that you're tracking your lead magnet, you need to make sure that they understand that, hey, I'm capturing your email. They're giving you permission now to capture their email, their telephone. They gave you permission by them saying they want a receipt, right? So now, however you hosting your data for your clients, you need to make sure that they understand that you're going to be sending them a text message. So now you can send them a text message about your daily deals, whatever you got going on next week, the week after that. You want to send them an email, and they're going to be part of your email network. So all this happens at a pop-up shop. So not only did they buy from you, even if they didn't buy from you, they can still scan your QR code, your flyer for your next event that you're going to be at. They're going to be connected to you now. Okay. So, all right, guys, my last one. Well, yeah, my last one. I'm going to say my last one because I'm going to save it for next week. So, it is engaging and networking. Be engaging. Be very engaging. Like I said, I left Saturday. I met some wonderful, I got some wonderful products, but it's more, you got to come out that comfort zone. Like I told one young lady, I said, girl, you gotta come out that comfort zone. She was like, oh, girl, I'm shy. You can't be shy at no pop-up event, boo. You can't be shy. I'm just gonna tell you, you can't. If you shy, you better hire you somebody that got the same energy as me. Hey, Miss Janie, you gotta have some energy, because let me tell you, from 8 o'clock, I think that event is from 8 to probably like 6 p.m. And some pop-up shops be from longer than that. I wish Mother Cheryl was on here so that way she can tell you, baby. We hit the road running probably at 8 o'clock in Nashville, which is 9 o'clock Tennessee time. I mean Chattanooga time. And from that time all the way up, we was in a building. We see the sky limits every now and then, but other than that, we was inside a building. And we'll come out. We like, dang, we don't miss the whole day. But we have been engaging. We was talking. We was making sure that everybody loved our table. We was catching. I had bought a lead magnet, so I caught over 9,000 and something people, email address, telephone numbers, all they contact. Yes, the vendor, and we're gonna talk about it next Tuesday on Hot Topic Tuesday. So stay tuned for part 2 about the pricing of vendor events. Some of y'all be scared to pay $25. If you scared to invest in your company, you're not gonna get anywhere. If you're scared to invest in a pop-up shop of $25, $30, $100, you're not gonna get anywhere. I'm telling you, you trying to get to the major leagues to where people is buying out your table to the point to they wiping it out. I mean, that was cool. Hampton Place, and I done did a Hampton Place. I done did kids clothing consignments. I done sold here and there. Some events I didn't sell anything, but I gained clients. How I did that? I went by, I talked to them, I asked them what are some things that they're interested. Well, her school is basically online. Oh, you need to be with the homeschool community. What? Give me the information about the homeschool community. Put it in my phone. Now she gave me a contact to where now I'm a part of the homeschool community. So it's not always going to be about selling out. Sometimes you're going to be at that event just to network, and that's it. And I have learned that some events I'm not going to sell. It's okay. I might make 2 or 3 sales, but my whole game is I'm building my network. I'm building my email list. I'm building my subscribers on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. So not every event is going to be in a selling event. You're going to have to get to where it's like, okay, I might not sell anything. If you know your first 2 hours you haven't sold much, we need to change this. We got to shift it. You got to shift the table. I told Mother Cheryl, I said, all right, it's time to shift the table. She was like, huh? I said, let's move this over here. And all I did was move a couple of products onto one table and move it over to the next table. Boom, we end up getting some more people coming through. That's all I did. All I did was shift some products. That product might not been an eye-catching product, so I had to move that product back, put it over here, and move this product up front. That's all we did. And where I came in, I promise you, when we first set up at NACCE, we had bins after bins after bins to where we was cleaning buckets. Like literally the bins was clearing. I was like, woo, I feel lighter now. I can make some room in my truck. But then I did an event before I did NACCE. I had one other event I went to and I probably sold 15 items. That was it. 15. And I had to took all that stuff back in the car. But I gained over business cards, networking with the other vendors there, learning about some other events that was in Alabama, learned about some events, like different vendor events. So like I'm saying, some vendor events you might sell. Some things you're going to have to come back home, look at your list, kind of don't go home and be like, you know what? No, don't talk negative about it. Go home and analyze what happened, what worked, what didn't work. Was this the best vendor event for me? Is this something else I need to look at? Did I set up my display the right way? Was this the right timing? Did I have enough square footage, or did I have too much square footage to where it was just too big and I just need something small? Was my display good? Did I have a good backdrop? How was my table set up? You take before and after pictures. I always take a before picture, after picture. How was my advertising on Facebook? Did I advertise that I was even here? Did I market the right way? Because sometimes we wait on the vendors, we wait on whoever hosting the event to announce the event. No. I always say the education station is on the go again. We in Chicago. The education station is in Memphis. The education station finna hit Nashville. I'm not waiting on somebody else to tell me what they finna. I'm waiting on my flyer with my logo on it. No, if I pay for the event, I'm gonna have my social media team. I'm gonna have my husband create me a flyer. Shout out to my husband. He's probably on here listening somewhere. Shout out to him. He does flyers, website, business cards, and everything else. Whatever you need for social media, he got you. So I'm gonna have him create me a flyer to say, hey, the education station for the beat that NACCE flyer. My husband create that flyer with a QR code, tag, hey, this where I need, this where you need to be. I'm not gonna wait on somebody that's doing it. You can't say, oh, they just didn't advertise it good enough. No, what did you advertise? You paid for the spot. You don't pay for the vendor spot. What did you market? Who did you market to? Because not everybody who you friends with that's at that you going to the vendor event, they might not be friends with that person that's hosting the event. So you got to market yourself. You got to tell people, hey, I'm on my way to Terry's house. Well, we getting ready to set up. I see y'all at 3. Boom. And you market till the day till they come up to that day. Oh, I'm just gonna market on the day of the pop-up shop. No, boo. They done already made plans. So you really have to sit back and really when you go home from that pop-up event, you sit down and you really look at what sold, what didn't sell, what you need to change. And you ask yourself, okay, did I sell? If I didn't make a sale, did I at least make some connections? Who did I connect with? You make that list of connections. That ain't, oh, you go home, that's rest time. No, you go home and you plug in your email. Now you got your email list made already. Hopefully you do. You got your email that's going to go out to them and say, hey, I thank you so much, Miss Terry, for me coming out, to let me come out to your event. Or, hey, Terry, I met you at the event. How did you enjoy your body butter? Hey, Miss Terry, how did you enjoy your monthly budget planner? Could you leave me a review underneath my website? Boom. You sending out an email. So you were thanking her. You let her know, hey, and not only that, if you leave us a review, I'm giving you a discount code. So it just doesn't stop when you leave that event. It's more work to be done. It's still stuff to be done when you leave that pop-up shop. Yeah, you might did that pop-up shop and it wasn't hitting. Okay. So the next pop-up shop that I come, I know I need to do this, this, and this. So that is it for me today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the pop-up shop event, episode 1. Again, like I said, I started this because I really wanted to do me an ebook on this, and I probably still am. For those, especially that's new to the industry and need more help and tips. Shout out to the young lady that was at the mall on the weekend. She was picking my brain, baby. She was like, so what I need to do now? How about this? Do you like this? I gave it to her. I did. She was like, oh, I'm finna just hire you to be my coach. I was like, here go my card, baby. Here go my business card. But anytime you in the presence of somebody and they can give you suggestions, they can help you along the way. Because this was her first vendor event. She said, I'm nervous. I don't know what to do. I'm so shy. I said, let me tell you something. Get out of that shyness. Get off of fearful lane and get over here on hope lane. Then you on a promised land right now. Baby, you at the mall. You're vending at the mall. I said, even if they don't know about this whole expo thing, they came to the mall for something, and make them come to you for something. I said, get them a sample of that cake or whatever you got over here to sell. I said, in next step, let's display the right way. She was like, I just feel like they put me in an ugly spot. No, they didn't. They put you in the right spot. They put you in the right spot. I said, next time, get you a backdrop. Get you a black backdrop that you can use for every event. My backdrops do change because like what I had at the NACCE, I can't have at certain other events. So I might have me 2 different ones that I exchange out every now and then. I said, then get you a table runner that's not showing all your stuff underneath your table. You know what I mean? All your little stuff you shelving underneath that table. You don't want your customers to see all that. You want to present them to like you running a storefront. When you doing a pop-up shop, you want to make it like it's your storefront. Hey, welcome to the education station. How you doing? All aboard. They like, what the word going on? It's me, baby. How you doing? What can I help you with today? Today, hot item is this monthly budget planner. It's going right now for $12.99. I only got one left. You want to see the inside of it? Sure can, baby. Touch it, feel it. Oh, look at you. I see you planning out your year, baby. I see you planning out your month. Oh, you just got out of debt. You see, I'm selling y'all, and I'm out in at a pop-up shop, but you get the gist. So you gotta know your audience. That's the most important. You gotta know your audience. Not everywhere is gonna be where you can do a pop-up shop. And sometimes you can ask the person that's hosting the event. If I'm selling educational stuff and she got 10 other people selling educational stuff, they really not my competition because we probably ain't selling the same thing. I'm not worrying about that. Well, they got everybody here selling the same thing. No, they not. Everybody's product is made differently. They not selling the same thing I'm selling. Why? Because I know what I bring. I know what my product is having. I know my product at the back of my hand. I can tell you, I use this monthly planner myself. I even do a coaching program talking about this monthly planner, how to get you out of debt. Oh, girl, I need that. Yeah, here you go. And it come with a pen. You get a pen for free. Here go your pen, girl. Here go your pen. What's your favorite color? Boom. Now I just gave her this for free. That normally these sell for $2.99. Boom. Now she got something free. Guess what she gonna do? Somebody gonna see that, and it done happened to me before. I did a event at a high school, and I was like, "Woo!" I really didn't. Literally, normally one of the events that I don't want to be at, I sell the most at. I ain't gonna lie to you, I sell the most at. And who was it? BEC. They came. Their whole staff came and bought planners. It started with one girl. She said, "Oh, I need me a planner." She said, "Oh, I said, yeah, you need to have you a planner party, girl. Where the rest of your friends at?" She said, "I don't know. They somewhere around. Bring your friends to the table. Y'all need to have a planner party." Babe, I sold all them planners. And then some after the event. And she was like, "Oh, she giving you a pen too. You get a pen. Girl, look at this pen. That is cute. It's real cute." All from just selling a planner. So we're going to talk about pricing because, see, you like, well, you lost that on this. No, I didn't. So you got to know how to upsell. You got to also know how to include that pen inside your price. Talk to me now. All right, you guys, I'm done officially. I thank you so very much. If you got any comments, if you got anything that you want to ask, if you like, hey, I'm just concerned about doing this, and this. I didn't get into attire today, but we're going to talk more about it, how to dress the part. How to look, how to dress, how to make sure you brand it. We talked a little bit about branding, your banners and your signage, but also making sure that you have your brand on when you're at these pop-up events. Especially if you're walking around passing out cards, how you hire somebody to come and work your pop-up events. Don't just hire anybody, because sometimes you just hire. She said, "Bottle up that energy for me." Oh, I'm just so excited, you guys. March the 23rd is our grand opening here at the education station. I am, y'all, yesterday I felt like I wasn't being productive. Can I be honest with you? I was like, oh, I just feel like we ain't done nothing today. But really we did. We did a lot of things. But today we definitely, we done conquer some things. And your girl been sweating, moving stuff. We still got a lot more things to get done, but I do feel I feel better. I feel real good today. I really do. I really do. I see everything, from products. Shout out to my vendors. They making sure I have everything before the day of, and not the day of, this week, to make sure I got everything set up. So if you are going to be in the Chattanooga area or would love to come on down and party with us, all aboard. Choo choo. Yes, come on down here on March the 23rd from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. We're going to have vendors outside, food truck outside. I'm looking for a bounce house. So if anybody got a bounce house, I ain't got nobody numbers no more that I used to could get some bounce houses from. I just need one bounce house. If it's a train, bring it here. Gonna have some little activities for the kids. Gonna make sure that, and we're looking for 4 more vendors if you're interested. But I just wanted to give that out and just let y'all know about the current the event that we're holding in March. So if you're wanting to make sure that you get in, Also, we are opening up with our storefront for vendors, anybody that has wholesale products or if you haven't thought about wholesaling, you need to think about wholesaling now, okay? So we opening up our storefront. We got a section right here. I'm saying it right here like you can see it, but that you can display your items inside of our store. Yes, I'm saying bring them. Bring your items. Contact us at 423-647-5112. You're able to display your items inside the store, and we'll talk you through it, how all to set up, how everything is going to be done, what's the fees, if it's any fees, and everything else. So we got that going on. But I'm just excited. I am. We got the paint done. So shout out to Miss Ebony Raspberry for the paint. Oh my God, y'all gonna fall in love with this building. I'm just gonna tell y'all already, because yeah, shout out to the community, the people that done came by here that's saying, oh, I just want to see something. They ain't seen nothing, but but y'all have a blessed day. I am still here. If you need any more tips and anything else and you want to contact me offline, you can email us at the THEEDU station 423@gmail.com, and let me be your success coach to get you up and running with this pop-up shop. That way you can start selling out your whole product, your tables all together every day. Every time you set up a pop-up shop, your tables is sold. Love you guys. Y'all have a blessed day, and get again all aboard the education station. Choo choo. We out.